William Buick, who now joins us. It's going to be a very busy night. I spoke to you earlier, and you don't like to look back, but just quickly, let's sum up the madness that was Dubai World Cup for you, your first winner at the meeting, and what a night. And I know you were sort of going, wow, this is a surreal feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I've been lucky enough in my career to ride some great horses and to participate in a few World Cups or World Cup nights even. And you know, winning the World Cup last year was very special. It was very special on a couple of fronts really. First year with Godolphin, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan's new colours, his horse, he was there. Everyone was very happy, of course. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed means so much to him. And it was a very extraordinary race in the way the race was run. And you know, I mean, the Dubai World Cup's a Dubai World Cup at the end of the day. Any other person, it's special for any person.
Well, special for you, but you also looked like you got a pretty decent ride in this year's race, riding Frosted. Your assessment of the horse seems to be in pretty good nick.
Yeah, he's obviously, you know, he doesn't need any introduction. Frosted, he's a very, very high-profile horse. He had great form in the States. Obviously, running against American Pharaoh in nearly every run is a hard task. And you know, he came out here and he thrived. And Kieran and the team were very happy with him before he ran. And I did think there was an improvement left in him. And he ran the Round 2 Maktoum Challenge, and he had an easy race. The race went very smooth. You know, we had a very luxurious trip, which I don't think we'll get that same luxury on Saturday. But anyway, he broke the track record, came out of the race very well, and he's had a nice break since, and he'll come into the World Cup in great form.
Were the team pleasantly surprised by that? If you're going to break the course record and the way it did go, the fact that has seems to have really been in good heart since coming over here?
Yeah, well, of course, I haven't ridden that many top US dirt horses. And I must say, the way he performed that night impressed me. But I got the feeling from the camp that that was what they were looking for. So I think it was a very, very much part of the routine. And the plan was always to run there and go straight to the World Cup.
And what are the camps saying at the moment then about the horse, and what are you getting? What vibe are you getting?
Yeah, they're very happy with the horse. He worked, what day is it? Thursday. I believe he worked Monday or Tuesday, and I think they were very happy with him. He takes his exercise very well. He's a horse that's been there and done that before. You know, they are very happy with him.
And the draw, are we inclined to overanalyze the draw, and are you happy with what you've got?
Yeah, the draw is something you can't control. He's drawn 9. It leaves us options. You know, he's a pretty uncomplicated horse when he has his when things go his way. He breaks good, he travels well, he picks up, he stays well. California Chrome is on our right side. I don't know what Victor will want to do, but you know, if I was him, I'd want to break and get in a little bit, use up a little bit of horse at the beginning, and then get in. And whether he's in front, second, third, or whatever, I believe he'd want to at least get a good start and get in from 11, and then we'll probably be somewhere around him or behind him somewhere.
Sounds all very simple.
Sounds very simple.
But he's harder to do. Trista, though, another one, great expectations as well in what looks to be a really good renewal of this particular race.
Yeah, look, he's a worthy favourite. He's a very, very exciting horse. He's a very good horse for one. But he's exciting in the sense that he's slow away. He comes very late, comes very fast. And he's been impressive over here in his last 2 runs. You know, they've been steadily run races. He's been sprinting past horses who are still sprinting. So, look, I think he's been very impressive. He's in good form. This race, there's obviously 1 or 2 other horses that are added. Intillac, I think is very interesting. I feel he's a very unexposed horse. We don't really know where we have him, and you know, Roger Varian and the team behind Intillac, they wouldn't send a horse out here for tickets. You know, they believe in the horse and they think he's a good horse. So, but look, we think we have the best horse on form. We have the best horse. Just hope we can get the luck of the draw.
And you've been riding. What do you make of him? Do you feel he's just maturing and getting better as he gets older and wiser and tougher and can handle a race like this and an occasion like this as well?
Yeah, he was pretty good last year on the weather, really. And obviously then we ran him on turf at Sandown. And, I mean, I learned a lot about him that day. For one, you know, it's a small field. Probably race was probably a little bit false, and Sandown is quite undulating, especially compared to Maidan turf. And he just didn't fire for us there. And obviously came back to Chelmsford then, and he won very well. And I think the plan was to try him on the dirt out here, but he handled the turf so well at home, so we decided to run him on turf. And you know, that's basically where we're at now. He's when he gets his conditions, he's a very good horse.
You've got to cut some other rides as well, but just summing up, which of the one, have you got a banker? Which one of those, or do you think both could be? Come on.
It'd be nice to have a banker on World Cup night. No, I think I've got 4 rides: Jungle Cat, Confrontation, Tryster and Frosted. And they're certainly my best book of rides so far on World Cup night.
Okay. Questions for William?
Would you be prepared to pick one, William, that you thought might just be a banker on the night?
I mean, I think, like I said before, I think Tryster's a worthy favourite, and he's shown he's handled all the conditions. You know, if you were running against him and you were looking to get him beat, you know, if I flipped the coin, you wouldn't know how to, because if you go slow, he can sprint. If he goes quick, he can still go past you. So I think he's our best ride.
Jeffrey?
Have you been on a minor type horse that hasn't turned a foot as good as that?
No, I've never ridden a horse, and I've ridden the Fugue was a turn of foot horse, a closer, but I've never ridden a horse that has that turn of foot like him. And of course, he has to prove it on the world stage. He's on the world stage on Saturday. It's easy to say it after the races he's running, because he hasn't taken on world-class horses yet. So we'll find out a lot about Saturday, and look, if he does the same Saturday, then we've got the real deal.